It's about to get diplomatic. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about NBA 2K24. As you can see, I've got a few images coming up on the screen, and of course it is to do with the details of what's going to happen for the next game. So we've got the pre-order bonus, we've got some new badges, we've got more information about my career, and we've also got some things that the community have done or are trying to work on, and hopefully 2K can add it into the game. So as everyone is pretty much aware, Kobe Bryant is going to be the legend cover athlete, and I personally think this is a good look for 2K. But what I will say is this: Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time in the NBA, in NBA history. And what I will say is that I don't want 2K to do this. Well, I didn't want 2K to do this because I just don't want them feeling sorry. They want us to feel sorry for them in a way. And of course, you know, Kobe's past and everything like that. And again, it does kind of seem like a cash grab and whatnot. So I do hope 2K have taken this into consideration in terms of like making Kobe the cover athlete, and you know, of course, just giving some of the flowers back to the family, because I don't feel like that them doing this is actually gonna help sell the game. But at the same time, the cover does look really good. We know how important Kobe was to basketball, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, you know, I'm not looking forward to 2K at all. But what I will say is this, is that 2K does need to improve it a lot. They need to improve the game a lot to make all the old players come back. Now, we say this every year, and we hope 2K does the right things. They do some things right, but then the majority for the community, it's completely, it's not it. It's not enough. But I don't want this video to be about me complaining about 2K23 or previous games. I just want to talk about NBA 2K24 and the news that's coming. So there is going to be some new badges. I have seen some of the lists, and you guys have obviously seen in the video as well from the previous clip. I'm pretty interested to see how these badges are going to look in game. And of course, they are based around Kobe Bryant's play style. So if you are a guy that likes to play like Kobe, then of course you're going to benefit from the badges and whatnot. And even if you don't use his play style or whatever, you can still benefit from those badges, I'm sure, because it's not just about shooting and whatnot. It's going to be a mixture of things to help you in the game. Now, 2K has a lot of things that they have tried to improve, and the one thing that I was happy with is that there is finally no nonsense when it comes to my career. So as you guys have just seen from the screenshot I took, my career story has been streamlined. Yes, it has been streamlined to the point that now we can focus on basketball. And I do hope that means as well that my career has become harder, because as you guys know, in recent years of 2K, my career has become very easy. You can easily blow out teams, easily get leads and whatnot. The CPU is very generic now. It doesn't challenge you like it did, you know, let's say 7-8 years ago. Whereas now you can easily blow out teams once you get your overall up and whatnot, and it becomes very boring. And there used to be a great incentive to play my career, but nowadays that's not the case. And if you don't know what streamline means as well, that just basically means that side quests are not going to be the main priority in the game. So we don't have to do a side quest to play certain NBA games or to play certain park games or whatever. But what that does mean is that the side quests are still there. It's going to be optional, so you guys can do the side quests and you don't have to worry about any of it, basically just stopping your game time. And I think that's something finally that 2K have done right, because I do agree that quests, you know, again, I did like the quests, but why should you have to stop playing the game to do certain side quests? It just doesn't make sense. This isn't like a thing like where it's GTA, where you go and do side missions and to do like a main story or whatever, or something like that. You know, there's particular games out there that do that, and I think 2K doing that, it's just ruining the point of playing basketball. Yes, you can have your cutscenes, you can have the quests and whatever, but don't make it to a point where it overtakes the whole story and the whole experience of the game. So the community has spoken up and spoken about different rec jerseys. I did see Shakedown post a tweet, which you're going to see in a minute. And basically, it's just him saying, should 2K let the players vote on the community design jerseys for the rec? And I think that's a good idea, honestly, because as you guys already know, if you played Rec, the Rec jerseys are pretty much, they're kind of bland. There's nothing really to them. You know, it's either the generic white or the generic black. And then, of course, if they do mix up the colors, you know, sometimes the color scheme's good, then sometimes it's not that great. And then, of course, it's like, you know, when you're playing, you know, you want to be playing with obviously good jerseys and whatnot. So I think if 2K does go with these designs that obviously Shakedown has shown and what the community has come up with, then I think, you know, it will be great for the community to vote on what they want and how they want it and what they would like. And this is where I feel like the community is at its best, is when they can come together and think about different things like this. We don't need to be arguing all the time and whatnot and just saying who's enjoying 2K, who's not enjoying 2K, and who's better, who's this and that. Things like that don't really matter. And I think that's what's happened with the community, why it's been very, very lackluster for a lot of us, because we just feel as much as 2K have made certain decisions, we also have to look at the community, the toxic side of it, unfortunately, because loads of creators have spoken about it, loads of people have spoken about it, and of course the toxic part isn't really going to change, but can we at least dumb it down to a point where it doesn't matter what they're saying? We focus on the positive side of the community and then we can get good ideas across. Now I understand not everything is going to be put into the game, but with a little bit of discussion and things like that, and of course Mike Kwang listening more to the community and the guys who are trustworthy, please say something, okay? And then of course we even had a Duke Dennis community day, was actually last weekend, and Duke Dennis even said get rid of adrenaline. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. I don't like it. I'm sure a lot of people in the community don't like it, and I think that bar has not been any good at all. I understand that 2K want to limit dribblers to do certain things and to actually bring a skill into this, but this bar hasn't shown any skill. I'm not even a dribbler. Duke Dennis, who was at Community Day, he even said he's not a dribbler. And the fact that he said that, for a lot of people who don't dribble like that, it shows how much this bar is effective. Because guys like myself, I only use 1 or 2 dribble moves. I'm sure Duke Dennis is the same way. I've seen him play 1 or 2 dribble moves. Then the bar's gone down already to like 2 bars, and I'm thinking, what's the point of that? Now I do understand if guys are crazy dribbling and whatnot, they do have to find a way to like obviously cancel that out, because it will make the game harder for everyone else. So I do understand, but the adrenaline bar hasn't been good. It's been really ineffective for guys who are not dribblers. You know, what's the point of having this bar, but then we have guys who spam dribble and they can still do whatever they want to do, but then everybody else who just does 1 or 2 dribble moves, it affects their whole entire game. Now, I'm not saying that it wasn't a great move, but at the same time, I do think that this bar needs to be tweaked. If it's gonna be in the game, it has to be really tweaked. It can't be going down 1 bar after 1 or 2 dribble moves. It has to go down in segments, like half a bar, then another half, then another half. That could work, but we'll have to see again. Apparently, it might be scrapped completely. I kind of hope it is. If not, I hope they've done the right adjustments. But anyway, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for the video. I probably won't do another video on this because there's going to be a lot of information rolling out for 2K, and I want to kind of stay up to date on Twitter and things like that. And if I do tweet anything, just follow me on Twitter or Instagram just to keep up to date with me. But yeah, what do you think of 2K? Do you think it's going to be worth it? Do you think it's going to be the same as last year? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.